Hello and welcome back to Boring Dad Gaming, where today we're going to be playing some more Rogue Trader. Picking up just where we left off, we welcomed Irliet into the party, and we're just going to keep exploring this sort of governor's mansion area before we head out to the planet. Another otherworldly silence reigns under the arches of the gazebo. Perhaps a sound barrier generator is mounted in the dome. Maybe. I don't know what that means, but perhaps.
Embrace true
Go through here?
power.
The ivory covering the archway gives off a delicate heady fragrance, although you do not see any flowers. So this is where we had the fight down here. Tilius Quint. So there's a whole other side, I think, up here that we haven't been to yet. So let's start off by going this way.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
Yeah, we've got a commerce check.
I did it?
The governor's palace is opulent. The gilt finishes and plaster are updated regularly and frequently, it seems. Too frequently even for a building situated on the coast.
Intriguing.
She was living in the lap of luxury, that's why people are rebelling. I guess we'll find out more. It's a pretty area. Let's talk to old servant. Ah. Hearing your footsteps, the elderly servant grabs an injector and stabs it into his arms. The area around the needle immediately starts turning black.
Hey, you're too late, Vyat's dogs. I'm a master of my own fate.
When he gets a better look at you, the man drops the injector in astonishment and seems poised to prostrate himself on the floor before you.
It's you, your ladyship. The God Emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels and save Janus.
He doubles up, hugging himself, and is racked by coughing that leaves his lips wet with blood.
Forgive me, your ladyship. If only I'd known it was you. My eyes deceived me. We have little time now, but I swear I'll tell you everything.
Looking closely at the old man, the tech priest utters, "Nerve toxin. The inevitable cessation of vital functions is expected in no more than 60 seconds. Say what you want to say and be quick."
In the name of the Golden Throne, your ladyship, show mercy on the humble workers, the salt of Janus. Save them. Vistenza Vyat, the untouchable governor and leader of the nobility, is creating something monstrous behind closed doors. She uses the Imperium's interests as a smokescreen, purports to be a scholar, but her actions are poisoning our planet.
Maybe I was right to arrest her.
Did you know that the settlements that fail to pay their due tithes on time have been allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order. Sometimes old folks, sometimes children.
He lowers his voice to a whisper and leans towards you.
I've seen those people. I've seen them being delivered to the estate, and then they're never seen or heard from again. They go into the secret rooms and they don't come out again, your ladyship. Ever.
Peasants who were taken to Urak 5 to serve House Orselio were never seen or heard from again either. They became loyal servants and toiled for the good of a great dynasty. Why should they ever return to their filthy, squalid abodes? The old servant lets out a moan. The dark stains on his arm seems to creep through his veins until his arms and neck are a latticework of black. The servant's breath quickens and becomes irregular. What secret rooms?
Hidden chambers deep within the palace. I've never been inside, thankfully. The servants who are allowed in, the ones the governor trusts, they change. She changes them, pretties them up, defiles them.
I can't remember her voice. I don't know. We'll wait to hear for her speak again. I'll try and do it something based on that. I see no shadows of deceit behind your words, and even so, I would have noticed. I know I would have noticed the signs of which you... Irliet's face tenses like a taut string, and doubt creeps into her expression. Except... whenever Vistenzia hosts one of her dances at the palace, she sends me away to search for the rebels, into the forests far from human settlements. You accuse the rogue trader's appointed governor of heresy. If your words are false, they themselves are tantamount to heresy. But if what you say is true, if it's true, then your sacrifice will be to your credit, my good man. Argenta utters these last words with impassioned conviction.
I swear I'm not lying. Pray for me, holy sister, for me and for Janus. I'm not sure I'll last long enough to answer all your questions.
What else is going on?
I'll tell you exactly what I was told by the people who contacted me. These tithes, some settlements have already switched to paying with people. They say that amenable settlements get special treatment from the governor's dogs. They arrange for medicine to be supplied to the settlement. Then security, and then they completely isolate them. All contact between those inside the settlement and the outside world is cut off. One lad managed to get out. He's the one who told me all this, that the people are rotting alive in there. Strange growths, yellow eyes stinking like dead bodies. The worst-looking ones are rounded up and taken away. The fellow who escaped, he seemed fine, but within a couple of days of the rebels picking him up, he started seeing monsters instead of people. They had to lock him up away from the other folks, the poor sod, and then his wrists.
The old man starts to convulse, indicating that he is close to death. He raises his already unseeing eyes to you.
Your ladyship, if you'll permit a dying man to make one last request, don't tell anyone that I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family, my home.
I will keep your secret.
Please save us. Save Janus.
The servant rasps violently and collapses on his side, racked with convulsions. Right, okay, interesting.
tread a path
When I
unexplored.
imprisoned the governor, I was kind of like, kind of just throwing my weight around a little bit, really. But it feels like that was probably the right move based on what that guy was saying.
Let's seize the opportunity.
Okay, so I know there's someone to talk to nearby. Attilius Quint,
Powers
that's him.
unseen uncover my path.
The stooped man wearing a cloak of the Adeptus Administratum is reviewing information on a data slate, while his quietly whirring mechanical arms fill a long scroll with writing. Upon noticing you, the man stretches his thin lips into a smile and deferentially bows. The light in the eyes of the servo skull hovering over his right shoulder gently pulsate.
Your ladyship, what an honour it is to address you in person. Allow me to introduce myself. Attilius Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agricultae. I will preserve the record of our conversation forever.
What record of our conversation?
Your ladyship, I painstakingly record every conversation with high-ranking personages, and afterward I fill out all 7 accompanying forms personally.
Attilius rolls up his completed scroll in a practiced gesture, stows it away and pulls out a new one.
Your words and judgments are in good hands.
His mechanical fingers fly over the scroll as he fills in another line.
And of course, what great fortune it is to see, for the very first time in all my years of service, an emissary of the Navis nobility here on Janus. I humbly welcome the esteemed
Cassia Tisiphia Evriela, the Lady Navigator of House Ocelio. Everything from her condescending gaze and confident bearing to her calm but commanding voice marks Kessia as the heiress of a great bloodline. Awestruck, the secretary writes down each letter of her name with particular fastidiousness. Strange hobby, but you may continue.
I thank you. Moments such as the appearance of a rogue trader must be preserved for posterity.
What do you think of Vistenza Viat?
Oh, I must confess, the news of her arrest has shaken me to my core. May I speak openly? I admit that I haven't got a bad word to say about Governor Viat, and I hope that when you appraise her efforts, your anger will change to mercy. The Governor is a superb leader. She practices and possesses an excellent grasp of all matters and never uses an incorrect form for a given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but if I may speak plainly, a lady who fills out paperwork with such finesse cannot be a bad person, in my view.
Yes. People with organised minds are always good people. Well, what do you think about the governor's helper, Iriliet? Attilius looks askance at Iriliet and offers us a strained smile.
Well, a highly exceptional individual. After today's regretful event, I'm beginning to hold her talents in particular esteem. Verily, even mutants who have seen the light of the God Emperor can faithfully serve his flock. Moreover, Iriliet's particular abilities could be an interesting subject of study for the Magos biologists. The elongated head shape, those eyes. Judging by the skull that was given to me to send on to Footfall, such developmental anomalies on Janus are not a quirk of nature, but some kind of inheritable trait.
Eerily, it freezes completely, turning into a living statue. What did you say?
Oh, madam, have my words upset you? I'm certain your kinsman would be delighted to learn that people wish to make pretty press-papier out of his remains. And besides, I could be wrong about the nature of his origins.
What skull are you talking about?
Oh, a most remarkable item, I must say. A true anomaly. One moment.
After rummaging in a nearby container, Attilius draws out a parcel which he immediately unwraps.
Here it is, yes. I believe the finished piece was intended to be given as a gift to the governor, but under the current circumstances, I doubt I'll be able to send it on to Footfall any time soon.
Eerily, it stares at the skull in silence. You can see her jaw working under her delicate skin. After a few seconds, she abruptly turns away. Pascal's mechadendrites reach towards Attilius with interest, seeming to unnerve him a little.
Adequately preserved. It is a pity that it is empty inside. It could have become a proper servo skull herald for the rogue trader. Unorthodox.
Let's keep it. A curiosity like this would look very nice on my desk, but I want to keep it.
Yeah? I mean, yes, of course, undoubtedly. Whatever you wish, your ladyship, if that will raise your spirits after the recent incident.
Eerily, it grits her teeth and burns you with a look of utter disdain. I just wanted to get it away from him, Eerily. I didn't have a choice to just confiscate it. Well, what are your duties here?
Oh, by the grace of the God Emperor, I oversee the administrative apparatus of the planet and serve as secretary. I am also responsible for the logistics related to supplying the planets of the von Valancius dynasty and the timely payment of tithes to the Imperium's official collectors.
Speaking of the von Valancius dynasty, when were the last shipments sent?
Oh, your ladyship, our supply shipments are all in order. All foodstuffs and other items are ready for export, and are simply awaiting the arrival of the transport ships. However, given the current circumstances on the planet, Janus could not provide even one tranche more than what is already prepared. I'm certain the situation will be rectified in the near future.
When did the collector ships last come to Janus?
Oh, your ladyship, I must confess that as yet I have not had the pleasure of filling out her sacred tithe protocol form, as the last Imperial ships to come here did so under my predecessor. Come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. I do hope the logisticians responsible for such an unforgivable oversight lose their heads over this.
Enough.
As you wish, your ladyship.
Tell me about Janus. What's happening on the planet?
Alas, your ladyship, rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. The rebels are interfering with established processes, interrupting supplies, sabotaging the serfs' work. Few nobles have even been killed, and worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. Until their replacements pass their checks, complete all their induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedure, important paperwork is going unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. If things continue in this vein, I dare not even imagine what it could lead to. There are worlds that are ravaged by war for generations. Generations, your ladyship. Like that deranged planet by the name of Star, so close to our own peaceful system. Inhabitants there supposedly live under the patronage of rogue trader Winterscale. I shudder to think what he's created there.
I want to know details. Where have the rebels struck, and how?
Oh, of course, of course. I would be delighted to furnish you with all the information I have. In the last few months, 15 organized attacks and 7 terrorist attacks have been perpetrated. Irrigation equipment has been sabotaged in agrarian sectors 3 to 5, transport routes 27, 413, and also... I suppose this will not tell you much, please.
With a fussy gesture, he presses several buttons on his data slate screen and a 3-dimensional map with coordinates of the attacks appear on your cogitator. Logic test succeeded. The data is superbly collated, and the map clearly displays the actions of the rebels. At first glance, there seems to be no logic to their campaign, but after analysing the data and the features of the terrain, you notice a clear system indicating a geographical pattern to their attacks. Who is directing the rebels, does anyone know?
Oh, the rebels are well armed and well trained. What's more, the governor's advisors are inclined to think that the instigators of the rebellions are very familiar with the planet's terrain and climate. My ordinates are going through registration records day and night looking for individuals who have completed military training, but we've so far been unable to identify this scoundrel.
What are you doing to combat the rebels?
Oh, our security services are tracking those who support the rebels, and our regular wardens are wiping out these saboteurs without the slightest mercy, but they keep on appearing. My scribes have been run off their feet, keeping records of all the public hearings and executions, but I am confident that the governor will find a solution soon.
Enough for now. What do you know about the attack?
Oh, a disgraceful incident, simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would dare come so close, and to drag the nobility into this as well. Well, they penetrated the estate. That means they had help from some worthless servant or other. Security is currently questioning survivors, but the culprit has not yet been found.
Attilius Quint smiles unpleasantly. Well, I'm not going to give away the guy's secret. I'm going to take my leave.
I look forward to meeting you again, your ladyship.
Okay. Doopy-doopy-doo.
Embrace true
Well, we've got a commerce
power.
check here.
I've read about this.
The fountain is an expensive toy for the nobility. Pure water is currently bubbling from it. But additional pipes on it indicate the presence of separate siphons for sparkling wine and other beverages.
The
Oh my.
world will bow.
Alright, let's head down. Have a little look at the beach down here.
None are better at searching.
Oh, we've got some goods. This is exactly the same as what I'm wearing. 5 fellowship, 10 commerce. Huh. Okay. I'm not doing Imperial Law, so who is my Imperial Law specialist? I'll have to look through it. It's not going to be early yet. None of these guys are particularly good at it. I guess it was maybe the Inquisitor. I don't want to get rid of that. She hasn't got anything in that slot. We could give her that. Give it that toughness. No, we'll give it the fellowship boost. There we go. That's interesting. I didn't realise she had that. I mean, I've obviously given it to her at some point. Now this is interesting because I was reading on the Reddit, and this is an item that was bugging out on people. You know, I commented a while back on Abelard just feeling like he was quite low health compared to others, and I know he's wearing this that does reduce it by 5%, so he probably has say 60, 59, 60, and it's reduced it down to 55. That's fine. If I take it off, actually, does it give them back? 61, there we go. But apparently when you take that it does not die skill, or it will not die, that improves your HP bonus, or HP skill level, whatever, it bugs out, it doesn't do it. So I'm just wondering, because I thought he had it will not die. I couldn't find it in his list. Oh god, it always does that. For some reason, I don't think it shows here. So I know people have definitely got, like, Argenta's definitely got it. It doesn't show. It's this one, IW. It will not die. There you go. So she's got it. Does Abelard have it? What's that? Well, he doesn't have it there. He's got it there. And if he was wearing that stimulant injector while I took that feat, then it won't have done anything. Which is a bit annoying. Never mind. He's got a good parry and stuff. Okay, what's going on here?
The burden of failure is the most terrible punishment.
Chains or ropes with shackles on the end can be seen in the water. Unfortunately, I can't fail the check, so we can't do any more of that. But we've got some goods here as well.
The world trembles beneath my feet.
My house would be proud of me.
The chapel is built out of luxurious materials, but the holy place itself... a holy place looks half abandoned. You cannot smell any burned incense in the air. You see no seals of cleansing on the doors, and you hear no prayers, no human voices or vox recordings. Can you not see this? Clicking on it, but nothing's happening. I feel like there's definitely more going on here than is being admitted to. I suspect the governor's at the heart of it.
Powers unseen uncover my path.
A decorative spire hastily turned into a watchtower is a sure sign of a turbulent situation on the agri-world. What is that? Oh, it's a servant. I might return to the void ship as it's right here. Let's collect stuff first. Because I want to retrieve stuff for Ireliet from the safe. The deceased's arms and face are covered in small boils that ooze cloudy pus even after death. Ooh. Dried berries. Okay, looks like it's a quest item.
I tread a path
It's the
unexplored.
wall that got blown up. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Okay, it's a security officer we should talk to.
The world will bow. A revelation was
Sealed
sent to
containers
me.
marked with the familiar insignia of the Munitorum and additional seals of a forge world unknown to you. The crates contain high-grade weapons, likely made to order. Oh, got this as well. What's that? Hot shot las gun. Alright. Security officer. A hulking man dressed in uniform marking him out as an officer of the gubernatorial wardens is closely monitoring his subordinates as they surround the building. Sensing your approach, he whips around, his face going pale, and he offers a low bow.
Oh, your ladyship. Please do not stray too close to this building. One of the terrorists from today's attack has holed himself up in there. He could be dangerous. I don't know why he's gone Australian.
He's not. What's going on here?
Ready to report, your ladyship. We conducted a sweep of the area after the attack. All of the assassins were arrested or neutralised except for one.
The officer scowls darkly.
He sealed himself inside. He already injured 2 wardens who tried to reach him. But there's no need to worry. We'll poison him and clear the last dregs of dirt from the estate.
I have only one question, officer. Why have you not already done it? The rogue trader is here, and the longer you delay, the more you put her life needlessly at risk. The officer flinches slightly at Abelard's snarl.
Oh, it's inexcusable, your ladyship. The barrels of poison were only just delivered. But we're ready to begin now.
You're going to poison the rebel? Who is he?
To tell the truth, your ladyship, I'm more concerned with clearing the area right now than with his identity. We're not expecting to get any valuable intel from him unless we find something on his corpse after we've done our job.
You're going to poison him, yeah?
Well, we're using insecticide from our stockpiles, your ladyship. We don't have any military-grade poisons, but we don't need them. Not for this parasite.
What is this building?
Oh, it's one of the utility buildings. Fortunately, it was empty at the time of the attack. There were no potential hostages or innocent people inside. If you ask me, I think this was the first place the killer came to when he was beating his retreat. We managed to round up all the others, but this one's holed himself up in there.
This is not an empty utility building, but an inactive backup crypt for storing refrigerant and freezing equipment. This is obvious. Your ignorance is depressing, servant.
Sorry.
I want to talk to him.
You sure? It's not exactly safe, your ladyship.
The officer's eyes involuntarily sweep over you, sizing you up. You dare to question me? Out of my way.
Oh, forgive me, your ladyship. Act as you see fit.
Alright, let's go in then. When you approach the solid-looking door, a high, boyish voice shouts out,
Piss off! You won't take me alive! Better to put a bullet in my brain than let the governor's dogs get their hands on me!
Coercion's probably quite low. Yeah, awareness, not too bad, probably, 100%. Strength, decent. Tech use, better. Alright, let's examine the door. The door looks solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on the hinges, a sure sign that the material is degraded. The lock doesn't look new either. With a suitable tool, it could be easily opened. Alright, pick the lock. It takes you half a minute to figure out the archaic mechanism. With a soft click, the door opens, allowing you to enter. Ooh. Inside is poorly lit, but you spot a person standing in the far corner. He is desperately gripping a discharged lasgun in his hands. At the sight of you, his eyes widen in recognition and fear.
It can't be. The rogue trader?
The young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees and stretches out his bloody hands towards you. His clothes are burned on one side and grimy with baked-in blood.
Your ladyship, have mercy. You're the sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us.
Youth is a time of recklessness. I heard that said more than once in the Schola Progenium and during my novitiate. But youth is also a time of directness. Let us listen to this young man before we judge him. Save you from what?
From Governor Viat. Everybody here knows that what she's doing to us. We've put up with it for a long time, hoping that somebody would intervene and help us, but nobody ever did. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like groks from the settlements, supposedly to go to the palace and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields and then people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. And while we're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones.
Eerily its face twists. Sacrifices, madness, pain and death. Even in so primitive a society as this, such rites seem senseless, not worthy of such efforts. What is this, a random quirk of nature or something darker? I was told that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit. But this young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimetre of his body, and grey shackles bind his hands, feet and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without end. You're telling me people are seeing evil spirits?
Yeah, others are going feral and attacking their loved ones. And then there's,
The boy lowers his voice.
people say that in some settlements, well, they've stopped upholding the law altogether. Imperial law and the basic law of human decency. People are turning into animals.
Who was behind the rebels? He swallowed nervously and looks at you with fear.
Your ladyship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, I won't betray them.
Persuasion. We should be quite good at that. There will be no end to the war on this planet until I get a handle on the situation, but to do that I need to meet with your leader.
Oh, as long as you keep your word. Well, I've never been in their camp, none of us have. Only the chief saw one person from their base. He came out a few times bringing weapons and orders. He said he represented a greater force than we could imagine, and he said that the governor's dogs will pay for their reprisals in the settlements. But that's not where they're hidden, that they keep their distance from the ordinary folks. We have it all worked out, so if anyone gets caught, and the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's Vox. I thought, after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there.
The boy retrieves a Vox from his pocket and holds it out to you with a shaking hand.
That's everything I know, your ladyship.
Get up and come with me. I give you my word as a rogue trader, you will live. The rebel looks at you in bewilderment and then bows low before you. When he speaks, his voice trembles.
Your ladyship, thank you. Thank you for this kindness. I never thought I'd survive this.
The officer of the wardens casts a disdainful look over the rebel before turning his gaze on you. Your ladyship, I honour your bravery. Please allow me to get rid of this rat for you. Oh no. I'm going to go Iconoclast. Escort this man safely to the perimeter. He's free to go. A dumbfounded expression appears on the officer's face. With the deepest respect, your ladyship. The officer thinks better of his next words and abruptly bows. It will be done. Meanwhile, my skull's going around shouting about me and my accomplishments. Right, good. You seem like a nice lad.
Operation successful.
15 bonus to carouse, Okay. Don't know how useful I find that, but it might be alright. That's everything there. Let's have a quick look at that. So, It sits there, one of those slots. So have I got, I mean, earlier, obviously. What's her carouse like? Very low. I don't know if it's really that valuable on her, but has anyone else got kind of like blank slots? I mean, he doesn't really need that, does he? Take that off him. He can have, because carouse is kind of in his wheelhouse, isn't it, anyway? So that's a good boost for him there. Our Imperial Law is really low now. I might even be the best at it. Do I want it? That's no good for me now. I've changed my mode of play, actually. So let's take... I'll take that. Those aren't too bad things for me to have. And this bonus to weapon skill. Any equipped melee weapons? Yeah, okay. There's only really 2 melee users in the party. I'm going to take that off him. That is pretty good, actually. Critical hit chance by 3 times toughness bonus. 12%. Critical hit chance by 12%. I mean, it's better on me than any of those others, I think, actually. So I'm going to take that. Lost 5 hit points. I mean, I will give that to Jay if we ever take her in again, I suppose. Yeah, those don't really do anything for her, do they? Okay. Well, I think I'm going to go back to the ship. We're going to equip it Irelia out, hopefully a bit better with stuff from our safe. And we'll do a bit of trading that I forgot to do previously. Check. We kind of cleared everything here. I think we have. Elantak! Irelia gestures for your attention. As you once sought my help, now I am seeking yours. The time has come to dispel the final shadows on our path. I have hidden the truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are disturbing the peace of the local ruler, and I also know where they are hiding. Allow me to show you the way on the condition that you bring me to them. What an unexpected and suspicious revelation. Perhaps my mission does sound like that, but please believe one thing. What propels me now is much more important than my earlier silence. Everything you've discovered, everything you've learned from your kind, they are all traces of the same calamity. A calamity that will eclipse all the strife and wars on the face of this world. All the signs were plain to see, but I was here, and the monkey failed to recognize the coming storm. Please follow me, Dahlia von Bronicus. You must, if this world truly matters to you. What calamity are you talking about? I will reveal the truth very soon, but not here. Not in the place where it seems evil has made its nest. Have patience, Elantak. Trust me. I believe you. Lead on. Thank you, Elantak. You must have been brought here by Providence. No, it was your will alone that brought you here, which has become a blessing for the Lelathan. Let's go, Elantak. I pray to the gods that we are not too late. Oh, you're not... I want to go back to my ship. Oh, well. Elliot's decided that we're not doing that. I can go from here, though. That's fine. I was like, no, I want to get better equipment and maybe some trading done. Okay, so let's go back to the bridge. It's just there's quite a lot of loading screens to go from there to my quarters. I might just pause here till I go there, actually. Okay, so we're at my safe. Let's have a little look through for anything Eldari. Eldari Chainsword. That sounds like there's something she could equip. Probably not that. Assault Lasgun. She has got a Drakari capability now, so I'll take that as well. Yeah, that could work for her. Ghost Sword. I just wonder if there's something I'm missing about... Oh, what did I do? Did I add that to cargo? Oh, never mind. I was just trying to see if there's anything I didn't know about it, but... Worth trying to wield that. A Drakari Splinter Cannon. I'll take that. That wasn't what I took, was it? I don't know what I took. Heavy armor. They're both heavy armors. That could be worth it. Where is that thing I... Oh. Yeah, again, it's Eldari, so that should be good. Heretical. Yeah, I think that might be it. Oh, is that what I did? So is there anything about this I haven't... Not sort of noticing? I don't think so. And I guess it's all right, but it's not as good as these. So yeah, I don't know. All right, well we'll take those. In fact, let's just equip her here, and then I can stick anything that she doesn't use in the back in the safe. So she can wear this helm. 15 bonus to perception, but less willpower, which is fine. Willpower's not really her deal. Ooh. This other one was 10 bonus to ballistic skill, but she can wear one or the other. So which is better? Perception. Reduces enemy dodge chance, and that is weapon skill, no, ballistic skill. I think this may be better. I will do it so we can't see her helmet though, because I'm not a big fan of the look of it. It's pretty pointless boosting her Imperium lore, to be honest. But I might carry that with me so I can like swap it in if I need to. Why can't she use this? Oh, strength. That counts as a heavy weapon. She's not getting there. This one's must not have Eldari equipment. Okay. I'll give her a two-handed melee weapon then. The Drakari Glaive. It's not very good with weapon skill, but you know, in a pinch maybe that will help. Oh, okay. So she hasn't got any gloves or boots or any of this equipment. I mean, she has just enough intelligence for that not to be useful. Yeah, I think this is probably better. What about these guys? Have they got anything she could take? I don't know if she's got a Deadeye shot, but we could take that just in case. 20 to 25, armor pen 20. Additional hit chance 20%. Right, let's just compare that to what Ireliet's using. Yeah, this is more this has more damage. Everything else is basically the same, except she can only perform Deadeye shots. Whenever the wielder scores a crit with a single shot, they gain additional attack this turn. Oh, that's really good, isn't it? So, okay, well, we'll replace that with that. So she's got a better version of that. And then this makes sense, because she's got the Deadeye shot thing. Gloves. Could she wear the gloves? Oh no, I didn't give her the gloves, did I? The Grenadier's gloves, they don't really make much sense for her. Heinrichs, what have you got? Tech use. She doesn't have charge, so... Oh, she can't wear those boots either. Alright, give those back to Jay then. Okay. What I'm going to do, I'm going to carry this with us, so if I have to do an Imperium check, I'll just equip it. Try to remember to do that. Okay, I'm going to put some stuff in the back in the vault, I think. I should give that to Jay. Can't remember what Jay's using. I think what she's got might be better than that. I'm going to give that. I can't see anyone who's really going to be good for that, just because everyone's taking damage all the time. I'll keep that little guy in there. I've got another one. These I'm just going to pop in there, and that. I guess that'll do for now. Okay, so Ireliet should have some better stuff than before. She's only got a better gun. I could probably find stuff on this planet to fill those out, hopefully. Jay, let's give you this. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I'm going to pause here again, and we're going to go... Actually, no, I won't pause. We'll be at the bridge in a few moments. See what sort of trading opportunities we might have. So we have some light armor here. I mean, there's literally no downside to me wearing that, is there? It's just better than what I have, so we'll definitely take that. Camaraderie badge. When the wearer hits an enemy in melee range, the wearer's nearest ally gains quite nice wounds, actually. That might be good on... what's his face? Abelard. This hood grants the wearer 10 bonus to willpower and 15% damage to psychic and navigator powers, but inflicts a base penalty to weapon and ballistic skill. I mean, that could be good for us. I can't remember what helmet I'm wearing, but that could be good, actually. Alright, we're quite close to this as well. What is this? Reconstructed flamer pistol. Maybe. What can we do about our reputation? We need about 700 or so. That should be possible, shouldn't it? Clear selection. What does he value? Holy gifts. Do I have any holy gifts? No. Do I have any jewellery? Oh, no, holy gifts. There we go. We need like another couple of hundred. That's ship components. We've got another holy gifts. Let's give that to him then. Why can I not click on that? There we go. Alright, so now we should get that flame. And I might give that to Argenta. Because I know she's got that good one that does good damage, but this will help to set people on fire, and that really does help my abilities if people are on fire. What about the Opticon? I mean, we'll take it. What's this? Using reload for any weapon costs 1 AP less. Yeah, that could do good on the sniper, actually. Precise las gun. Yeah, I don't know about that. I guess we'll take the 11 large med kits. Combat manipulator. Whenever the wearer uses a non-attacking consumable item, it counts as an attack of a different type. For versatility purposes, well, that could be good on Argenta, maybe. Haywire grenade. Got quite a lot of stuff here. Targeting visor increases the wearer's chance to hit targets at a range of 10 or further by 20%. That would have to replace her helmet, which looked like it was quite good, but I guess we'll take it. Power axe. Yeah. I've already got a really nice plasma gun, so probably okay for that. That's pretty nice, but I'm a ways off being able to afford it. It will leave that for now. That Rizza. I mean, I guess we could take it, but whenever the wearer kills a target marked as prey, they gain a stackable bonus. That could be good for Irelia. She's a bounty hunter. Take the melter charges. See a use for that. Tactical backpack. A +1 rate of fire bonus for any burst weapon. Oh, that could be good for Argenta. We'd need like about 3,000 rep with them. Yeah, okay. Let's take that. Then we've got the Imperial Navy. Oh, wow. Okay. No, oh, wow. Okay, we've got quite a lot we could do here. The Voss pattern torpedoes, capable of firing 4 plasma torpedoes with 19 damage. I mean, that's what I've got, though, isn't it? Long-range lance weapon. I'll leave that, because I've actually got that. What's this one? That's what I've got as well. Probably not as good as what I've got. Short-range prow-mounted macro cannons which fire 4 shots, dealing 14 damage per shot. Take that, because I'm not quite sure if that's comparing it against the right stuff. Take 50 scrap. Yep. 5 plasma torpedoes. Okay, we've got an extra torpedo. We'll take that. Long-range broadside plasma macro cannons, which fire 3 shots, dealing 21 per shot. Yeah, I've got one of those, and the other one I've got is better, I think. Compound Void Shield Array. 120 points of protection for each sector. Yeah, I think I'll take that as an upgrade on what I've got. Okay. This plasma drive Provides 12 speed along with strong acceleration and braking. Yes, I'll take that. Protects the vessel from harm, negating 9 points of damage on the 4 and 5 points on all other sides. Yes, that's better than what I currently have. And what's this? Medium range lance weapon dealing from 60 to 7 damage to a chosen enemy. So it's quite a big damage boost. So I think I will take that even though it's not as long distance. Okay, I can't afford that anyway. But it's I'm not really seeing a difference with what I've got. Short burning plasma torpedo. 4 short burning plasma torpedoes. Does that mean they don't last as long? I don't know. Yeah, well, I guess we'll see if we can donate anything, because they kind of take stuff that's unique to them, don't they? So yeah. Okay, cool. Let's equip some of that stuff, because I'll probably forget. Void ship management. Got quite a lot of scrap now. So why don't we... Let's increase the hull strength again. What have we got? We got armor, which is better. Galleon, this is... Okay, that's what I've just taken off, I think. 120... Okay, so where does this go? There. 5 plasma torpedoes. So this is better than that. This makes it a medium range one, so I'll do that. Ah, yes, this was the other thing I bought. There we go. Okay, so I think we'll pack all this stuff to cargo now, just as we've kind of surpassed it. Alright, well, let's go back down to the planet then, with all that done. Actually, no, because I bought some more stuff, didn't I? Owlcat. Oh, you can't use that. Why? What a waste. Put the reload thing on her, though. So she can use that. It is instead of that. Yeah, I think we'll take it. I think I'll take it, actually. It is pretty good. That's for Argenta. Extra burst fire. It's got to be a good thing. What else did I buy? Oh, she can't use it either. She can't use any of those things I got for her, although that's for me, isn't it? I've got a couple of things there for me. Oh, she doesn't have area attacks. Okay, so what did I get for myself then? So this... I mean, that's got to be good for me, hasn't it? I mean, 2 times... Like, kind of like a superhero now. I'm going to put this on. I don't think there's any downside to this. Though we'll see. Our dodge is 70 now, 25% armor. Oh, yeah, it's actually gone up. So that seems good. Yeah, so... Cassia, what's Cassia using? course you can't use that. Okay. Never hits an enemy in melee range. Yeah, maybe I will take that. Temporary wounds to the nearest person. Whenever he hits anyone in melee range, so that's pretty good, isn't it? Argenta, depending on where it goes. Alright, well, we'll have to store some of this other stuff. Although I was going to give her the flamer, wasn't I? So if we give her the hand flamer and... like a little plasma pistol as well. There we go. So that should set people on fire, I think, right? I think the Sinskin can just go to cargo. Well, I'm glad I got a good light armor. It's been it feels like it's overdue. Look at my willpower, though. It's pretty good. Okay, well let's go back down to the planet. That's good to me. Okay, well here we go. Back on the planet. I've just looked at the time of the video. I think it's probably worth saving here and continuing next time. So I'm just going to say thanks very much for watching this episode of Rogue Trader. Some intrigue on the planet, some getting better equipment in places, particularly on me and Irilet. But yeah, we'll be looking to push on onto the planet and maybe meet the rebels in the next episode. But hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, if you could hit the thumbs up button, that'd be great. Leave me a comment, because it's always great to hear your thoughts on the games that I'm playing. And if you're watching this and haven't already subscribed to the channel, it'd be amazing if you would do that as well. It'd be great to have you on board. So thanks very much, and I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.